Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Tulsa will kick off and we'll get this game started. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Nebraska's offense will get the first swing of the game. Let's take a quick second to call out some of the impact players their coaches mentioned in meetings this week. Anything you guys heard that really resonated with you?
Yeah, I love when coaches talk about guys that bring it every single day. Like, that we can depend on them. They can get other guys lined up. They're always motivated. They're always being a great teammate.
Breaks free in the middle. Inside the 30. The tag. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhusker.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So the Tulsa Golden Hurricane offense comes out, and they'll take over for the first time in this one. And it was a collection of highlight reel plays time after time last week. He'd love to do that again, David.
Oh, there's no doubt. He showed you he's capable. He showed you the big play ability, and he can make those big plays for this offense. And I think the offense is going to continue to look for him. Like, he is that guy outside that they can trust. Interesting to see, Jesse, the wrinkles off of the way they used him, and if he's going to continue to be the focal point of this offense.
I think he should continue to be the focal point, but I do think they have to move him around. You got to show some different looks, some different formations, get him in motion, stack releases, find him some access, because there's no doubt this guy can run routes, he can catch the football, and he's dangerous after he has the football. So let's see some added wrinkles in what this offense and how they take the next step based on what he did last time.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Makes the grab. They'll pick up the first down as he gets it out to the 27-yard line. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Got it behind the line. It's Lanier. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Got a man. It's Lanier. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Caught in the backfield, it's Lanier. He ended up losing yardage on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. He'll field the punt and look for room. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down. to work on offense. Then that last drive, if you want to call it that, was efficient. One big run for a score, David. See if they can do it again.
Yeah, and I find it hard-pressed they're not going to give it right back to him. You break that long of a run, get a touchdown, Jesse, I'm assuming he's going to touch it again.
You're absolutely right, David. Everybody in this stadium, I think, is expecting him to get it again, too. Big-time players make big plays in big games. Let's see what he can do here.
So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Might be calling a hot route. Some early movement along the offensive line, and they'll walk it back. Just can't lose focus like that. You got to know the snap count. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. Caught. Smashes through the tackle. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
They'll give it to the back. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Really nice first down run, and you're seeing why this running back is an every down type back. He can run between the tackles, he can run outside, he can catch the football, he can block. This guy can do it all.
Looking for room, it's Etienne. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
That's reeled in, it's Keller. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. The Huskers send out the punt unit. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And the punt goes out of bounds. We'll see where the officials spot it, but they certainly gave them no opportunity for a return. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Lost a throw on first down. Quickly out to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's see what they've got on second down. He'll pull it on the read. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Third down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving the chains impossible. They'll try to run for it. It'll be a first down as he gets it to the 24-yard line. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Throws for the tight end. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Working well behind the sticks on second down. The play action fake. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Here he goes. Just like that. A huge gain, and they've got it inside the 10. They'll mark it at the 8. Tulsa seems to have the whole playbook working. Keeping it on the ground on first and goal. And a short gain here in the first quarter will come to a close. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Nebraska is on top. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. They'll run it to the left here, looking for the goal line. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on third here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. And the try is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so we got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
He's knocked out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the 25. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. Got his man. It's a game of first downs, and they've got one after their own 37. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
That's caught. It's Keller. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the first down. And the Huskers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Grab near the sticks. It's Keller. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
The Cornhuskers have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver going in motion. Toss to the left. Finds a little space. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4-yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
They run into a bit of trouble here. 3rd and long from the 25, and the last thing they want is to get knocked out of field goal range. On target over the middle. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11. The Huskers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw. Firing to the right, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, the give to the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. 3rd down, they can pick up the 1st without scoring. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Looking to throw on 1st down. The sure hands, it's Lanier. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10. Tulsa wasting no time. wants to go up top on first down. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys into coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
Working the middle. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Looking to throw on first down. Here's a hit. He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The hurry up now, second down, clock ticking. Back to pass. Bought a little time, lets it go. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Rushes on him. And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35. Really need to find a productive play this time on 2nd and long. Finds a tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf. The black shirts looking to this crowd, and they are delivering energy on this big third down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. This whole play is going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Man, a lot of ways to describe those first 2 quarters in Lincoln, but let's just go with notable. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing?
Hey Ben, I'm sorry I wasn't looking at my chat yet. I was playing my game. What's the best pipeline to use? Depends on what team. I always select the Texas pipeline when it comes to building my coach. I think it's I want to say South Texas. That's what I always pick. Texas is a great pipeline. Texas and Florida. They're probably the 2 best pipelines on the game. So hopefully that helps you. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like I said, if you come back on here, if I see you pop back on, I'll for sure answer your question. But hopefully you hear me. I don't know if you're there or not. Like I said, sorry about that. I was playing my game, not paying attention.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. Maybe adjustments or attitude adjustments, but they've got to find a way to run the ball at least some here in the second half.
I do think you said something that's important. I think running the football is an attitude. Like, it starts with the offensive lineman and being physical, having a nasty attitude. Running back, same thing. I think they need more of that.
And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Golden Hurricane way behind the chains here on 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Here's the handoff. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Cortez. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Catch in the middle. It's Cobb. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Might be decision time if the defense can get a stop on 3rd down from the 45. Got it in the middle. It's Keller. Turning down, they'll spot him at the 24-yard line. The Cornhuskers come to the line with a new set of downs.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket, threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. The Huskers can really attack on this second and short. Finds his big tight end. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
And there is no question they should just keep letting this guy throw the ball. He's 5 for 5 on this drive. They've only run 5 offensive plays, and he's already got him down here by the goal line. Let him keep chucking it.
Makes the catch. And he'll run into the end zone. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense strikes again to extend its lead here in the second half.
And they got everything working. How great is this? You extend your lead. Now you get your defense back on the field. Great job taking advantage of the situation and building on that lead.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. SMU has opened up its largest lead of the game in what's shaping up to be one of the more one-sided affairs of the weekend. They're up by 18 over Florida State. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Fighting off the defender. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Now the play fake. Bring in the heat. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
Well, this offense keeps giving up sacks, and they keep finding themselves in situations like this, 3rd and long right now. They don't have many points in this game, and this is a big reason why. It's hard to score if you don't keep the 3rd downs manageable. So moving forward, whether it's running the football on 1st and 2nd or throwing short passes earlier in the drives, they've got to change things up because taking sacks like this is killing this offense.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Well, this is a quarterback who has outstanding running ability, and he's hoping the defense is going to give him an opportunity to tuck this football and get upfield, but there was nothing there. You saw him that time. Hold on to it, hold, hoping someone on defense was going to get out of position, but nobody did. Really nice job by the defense that time. Playing assignment football against the option, and everybody staying home.
3rd down, and the Husker faithful getting loud, trying to make moving a change impossible. Pressure coming, and he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Defense trying to take it back. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Grabbed in the middle. It's Keller.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
They're going to run it. They make the tackle after he gets 2 down to the 25. And the Huskers come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. Smashes it between the uprights. And now the lead is even bigger. They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work.
Winning the turnover battle is so important, and you got to make these turnovers convert into points. They get the fumble recovery. Yeah, they didn't get a touchdown, but they're still able to get a field goal and put 3 points up on it.
They'll They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Push down for the tackle.
That's a really nice play on 2nd down. I love the quarterback's read. I love that he kept it. Good offensive coordinators across college football, they have no problem repeating the same play over and over again if it's successful.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Quarterback gets the first down and more. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. We've reached the break. It's Nebraska holding the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. Final stands in the game, and we'll start with the first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Complete to the left. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
This is an offense that has skill, and they've got speed, and because of that, this defense, they can't lull themselves to sleep. They've got a big lead here late, but they've now given up back-to-back big plays. They got to put the clamps down.
And the defense forced that incompletion with the deflection. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Oh, they're after him. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Got his man on the right. And a nice grab with a defender right on him, and he's down at the 20. They'll throw it from the red zone. And the rush will get to him at the 25. Tulsa wasting no time.
The game plan was simple on defense. They had to find a way to contain one of the best quarterbacks in all of college football. And guys, not only have they contained him, they've completely shut him down. This offense has no points in this game. Remarkable job by the defense.
Tulsa checking to see what's in the playbook for 3rd and forever. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it left. He's got it on the run. Huge gain before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal. Just moments ago, the Golden Hurricane stuck in its own end, and now they're generating some momentum with the run on 1st and goal. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Boy, if that first down play was any indication, they might walk this thing in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? From the gun, wants to pass. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th down. Throws to the tight end. Touchdown, Tulsa! The offense cashing it in on that drive. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
And that's why you've got a lot of receivers on your hands team. Guys, the best hands on your team, so they're able to hop on them.
keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. You want to talk about light on your feet. Man, can he get through there. He's down to the 37. One more yard on this second down might just put an exclamation point on this one. He'll run it again. There he goes. Brought down at the 21-yard line, a 15-yard pickup, and they are in prime position to get points now. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. The give to the back. How about that run as he drives it all the way down to the 13-yard line? Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Cornhuskers come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. To the ground to try to pick up the first.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you. Right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
He works his way ever closer, all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, you obviously want to get your receivers the football down here in the red zone, but it's tough to throw it to them because the windows are so small. So I like the idea, handing it off to that guy and seeing if he can do something with the speed.
Gonna take a shot on 2nd and short. Into the house. Touchdown, Huskers! This team just knows how to finish. They keep getting better and better and better, and they are close to going 9-0.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the 4th. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside is 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Golden Hurricane offense comes back onto the field. It has been a rather forgettable day that's finally coming to a close, David.
Yeah, it's been an awful day. I mean, just not functioning well on offense, defense giving up a lot of points. This is a day, Palmer, they'll like to forget.
Yeah, you're going to find out a lot about their character right now. Obviously, not what they hoped this would be, and that's demoralizing for a lot of these kids that have worked really hard in practice all week. But at this point here, you're just trying to prove to your coaching staff that you're not going to quit.
On 2nd down, he'll try to make the connection this time. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback and this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You've got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Man, they just can't get anything going. Looking for more room. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9. What a play by this defense with the pick 6.
And how about the defender? Exactly what you're supposed to. Breaks on the football, makes the interception. Everybody on defense, we turn to offense. Go lay some blocks so my guy can get it and take it back to the house.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be brought down. We'll get another look at this Tulsa offense. This offense needs something to feel good about. It hasn't been very productive today, Jesse.
Well, I think it's just important they stay aggressive, try to throw the football, and just see what this quarterback can do here at the end of the game to build confidence for the next time they take the field.
Yeah, and there hadn't been much good today. But build confidence, sure, but just show your team you're going to keep fighting no matter what the scoreboard says.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Back to pass. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. The Golden Hurricane needing a big play to keep this drive going. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be fourth down. Tulsa will be forced to send out the punt team. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. No fair catches here, looking for room. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Good field position here as they start this drive from their 43. They'll start this drive going to the air. Makes the grab at the 10. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9. They didn't need the extra points, but maybe just a chance to stick it to them right here a little bit at the end. Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did splatter them, an absolutely dominating performance.
You got to give the coaching staff a ton of credit. They obviously had their guys ready to play and motivated right from the opening kick. All 3 phases we saw, just spectacular football. No mental mistakes, David. You really can't play better than that.
Nah, it's really fun to do this. Come out and just dominate opponents. Start from finish. Nothing to worry about. You just know you're better. You're going to do you, put up a bunch of points, and win by a lot of points.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us.
Hey, what's up, man? Sorry I missed your comment earlier. The pipeline I usually use is Texas.
division of two undefeated teams. Only one team can keep their quest for a perfect season alive by winning today. We are on the banks of the Hudson. Welcome to Michie Stadium, the home of the Army Black Knights. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Army Black Knights. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action. Black Knights will kick it away to start us off. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Cornhuskers offense will get the first swing today. This is a team coming out here with a lot of confidence in front of an energized home crowd coming off that win last week. But there's a challenge today against this defense.
Yeah, great defense. It's going to be really exciting to see how this one plays out. And I think you're right. I think they did gain a lot of confidence coming in now at home in front of this crowd. Magical atmosphere. They got to take advantage of it.
Off the play fake on first down. Looking to scramble. The sure hands. It's Keller. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Offense getting set. Second down play here. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Using his legs here. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Both these teams told us they're eager to prove a point. Here we are mid-season. They both earned their spot in the rankings, but we expect tight competitive battle today.
Well, that's the beauty of these top 25 matchups in the middle of the year. A little bit of a better handle on who these teams are. Love the fact that we get these two teams on the field. May the better team win, and hopefully it's a close one all the way to the end.
The Cornhuskers pick up enough yardage to move the sticks. And looking to throw now on first down. On over the middle. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion. Second down after that short completion.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage. Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Makes the catch. It's Keller. They'll stop him short. The completion gained 5 yards, but brings up fourth down. The Cornhuskers will bring their punt team on the field now. And that punt will just bounce out of bounds, so no return. So Army's offense takes the field. The first chance we had to see them today. Got a quarterback here coming off a sensational performance, Kirk. He sounded very confident when we met with him this week. But let's see if he can build on that this time.
Yeah, I think the last game that he played, he just threw the football on time. He didn't try to do too much, found the open receivers, took what the defense gave him, and as you had mentioned, we had a chance to talk to him. I think that's what he's looking to try to do, not try to live up to the hype, just put together another solid performance.
And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll tackle him out across the 20.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards. They're on 1st and 10.
Again, makes it second and medium. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain.
Chris, I know it's not a huge gain. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Crucial third down play coming up after that run. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, the quarterback keeps the ball. He's trying to make a big play on third down. He probably should have gotten the ball out of his hands. Now, you got a big fourth down coming up.
And the Black Knights will bring their punt team onto the field. And here's the fair catch by the return man. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. The last drive, they came up empty, had to kick it away. Can they come up with something here? First play of the drive now, coming up from the 29. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Grab by the receiver. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. And the Huskers will crank up the tempo. Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's Keller. Goes down after making the grab. Picks up a few yards, but it's short of the 1st down marker. Crucial 3rd down play coming up. They'll try to run for the 1st down. Breaking free at midfield. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. 1st down at the 44.
Boy, I love how the quarterback takes his time on that ride to the back. I thought he might have to pull it out, but he hung on. Gave it to the back, and it paid off for a nice gain.
Second down play coming up for this offense. Grab down the middle. It's Cobb. They make the tackle, but the gain moves the ball to the 28. The Huskers will line up on 1st and 10. Handoff here from the shotgun. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
That play was perfectly defended. You know, sometimes as an offense and offensive coordinator, you hit a wall, and it's time to mix some things up on what you show the defense.
He'll avoid the big hit with the slide. So, Kirk, we reached the end of one. So far, a defensive stalemate here in the early stats illustrating the story. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Making people miss. To be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
What a drive by this offense. Another big gain, and look at the defense. Huffing and puffing, hands on their hips. This offense is wearing them down both mentally and physically.
The Cornhuskers will line up here on 1st down and goal. It's a quick grab, and he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers. So they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. And the PAT makes it 7-0 to open the scoring. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the Army offense onto the field now. Last time was a quick 3 and out. Can they get a drive going this time? Ball handed off. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game. Held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 28. Got to have your pass protection in order in this play. That's a good effort on the run, but the defense stops him just short of the marker. 4th down now. And the Black Knights will line up to kick it away. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. Returner decides to fair catch this. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments to get a stop? On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Grab behind the line. It's Etienne. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8. Both teams settling in, looking to set the tone in your Kirk in a game where there's a lot at stake for both teams coming in.
Yeah, both these teams realize this is a key game in the grand scheme of things. Late in a year like this, a winner may be able to look back at this as a game being the reason they finish strong and make a big push to those bowl games around New Year's. Well, it's so easy to get caught up in the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a 1st down for this offense.
1st down and 10. It's an option look. As the 1st down is still going. Breaks loose at the 45. And they finally get him down, but the quarterback keeper there picks up a big chunk and a 1st down.
You talk about a headache for a defensive coordinator. You got to plan around that kind of speed and discipline and elusiveness from a quarterback like this. Man, it creates nightmares that this defensive coordinator, I'm sure, dealt with.
Pulls it in. It's Keller. There's the tackle, but 1st down yardage.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving them multiple conversions now on 1st downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down. Looking to throw here. The tight end has got it. And they bring him down quickly, but that's a solid gain on the short throw.
Boy, he has such great size. I just love this play call on 1st and 10. The defense is expecting a run. Instead, you go play action, and you throw it to the big man for some positive yards on 1st and 10.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Caught by the receiver. He moves the ball to the 7-yard line. Offense has a 1st and goal now. The timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. The Cornhuskers looking to cap the drive here. It's 1st and goal. Looking to chuck it again. He's running out of time here. And he could not be stopped. Touchdown, Huskers.
What a threat for this offense to have a weapon like this at quarterback. Down in the red zone, surveying the coverage, nobody open, so he does it himself with his legs and gets to the end zone for the touchdown.
So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. Not a whole lot of time remaining before halftime to cut into this lead. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice gain there. One play, and they're already past the 40. 1st and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. Snags a quick throw. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion makes it 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Oh, he dropped it. Can you believe it? A huge gain slips through his hands. After the incompletion, the lineup here for a 3rd and 7. Handoff to the back. At the 1st down and still motoring. That play will move the sticks. Set him up 1st down at the 42. They move the 6. They'll hurry to the line here on first down now. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Taking a deep shot here to the right. Oh, and he's got it inside the 15. Touchdown, Army. The big tight end would not be denied. What a play.
Chris, this guy's listed as a tight end, but to me, he's really a wide receiver. Here's an example of how he can use his size and speed to overmatch this defense for a touchdown.
So the offense gets momentum, scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get a stop and preserve that momentum. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. Stop at the 22. That's pretty solid coverage there. Offense out for the first play of the drive, beginning at the 22. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Caught for the completion. Tackled at the 32. That's enough for a first down. And the Huskers come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. First down. We're going to throw the football. He escapes the pocket. Extending the play now. Who makes the grab? And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. Now, instead of a nice gain, they're going backwards with that penalty call. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. Escapes the pocket. To bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be fourth down. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. The Huskers will send the punt team onto the field. They're going to kick it away for the second time. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. Just about 20 seconds remaining here in the half as they'll line up on first and 10. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Oh, that one's picked off. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, if you're going to make that throw, that's called a 2-ball. That means it's got to be on a line. Here he puts it way up in the air and allows the defender to come over and make a play on the ball. Great job by the defense.
So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Catch made over the middle. The offense will now quickly spend a timeout. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to throw it on first down. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on first down. Second down after the incompletion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime.
Timeout, Nebraska.
Just time enough for 1 more play in the half. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The offense calls a timeout here. That's their third and final of the half.
Nebraska.
So, with only a few seconds left in the half, out comes the field goal unit. He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss.
Nebraska. 14.
The Cornhuskers will kick this away to begin the second half.
Number 60. Set to kick this one away.
So no return here. He takes it in the end zone, and they'll begin the drive at the 25. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. The ground game ineffective in the first half. Let's see if they stay patient or look to open up with the pass game. Quick throw to the right. It's caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Here's the second down play.
Brings up second down.
And the quarterback keeps it here. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Well, I think we can all see how tough it is to control this guy under center today for this defense, but they did a nice job of keeping him contained. But they've got to stay focused. They can't get lazy because we can see him breaking one any moment against this defense.
And the Black Knights will bring their punt team onto the field. Looking to flip the field here. See if he can make a play on this return. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. And Nebraska's offense is back out on the field. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Looks like he's going to run it. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made by the tight end. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield of the 48.
And there's the tight end who shows off his hands.
The Cornhuskers begin a new series here, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Etienne. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
They look to throw it here on second down. Tries to get it to the running back. And is intercepted. And that's a solid return after the interception.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
They're going to run it here. They make the tackle, but that's an excellent game. Moves the ball to the 33. First down here for this offense. Quarterback pulls the ball. It's a keeper. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Not exactly the outcome this offense was hoping for here on the option. I'll give them credit. They didn't lose anything, so it wasn't a negative play. But this kind of play's got to be able to hit big and get down the sidelines for big yards.
Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
The decision is not to go for it on fourth down. Here comes the field goal team. The attempt from 47 yards. And he's got it from 47 yards away, showing off the deep range. So after coming away with 3 in that drive, the kickoff team is out.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. Here comes the Nebraska offense back out on the field. Here's the first play of the drive. They'll set up from the 13. They'll try the option play here. Stopped short of the 25, but it's enough to move the sticks.
Man, the defense, it's all about assignment football. Somebody's got to be able to account for the quarterback, which they do. Nobody's left for the pitch man. Good job by this offense picking up some positive yards.
Checks this down to the running back. He's brought down after a short gain that's not going to be first down yardage. Short completion there, second down coming up. They'll try the ground game here. And it works. The first down to the 35.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
They make the stop, but not before he moves the football across midfield. First down to the 48. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. That's reeled in. It's Cortez. They finally make the tackle, but a huge gain down to the 15.
Gain of 32. And that's a first down.
And the Huskers are in the red zone. Here comes a throw from the red zone. Running out of time in the pocket. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. We're set now for the fourth quarter. Who is going to make the crucial plays to take home this W? Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. Leaning on the run game here. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down. And they convert here on third down in the red zone. This is a 4-point type of play. Touchdown or field goal. The pocket breaking down. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a first and goal.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush.
Touchdown, Nebraska. They cap the drive with 6 points. Let's see if they can convert the point after. Extra point is up and good, so the lead now is 11 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Army offense out of the field now. They've had to settle for field goals. That won't work anymore. They got to find the end zone this time. It's a draw play. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And the Black Knights come up to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, not much of a gain there, but this is what they do.
And he's going to heave it deep right down the middle. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's third down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now.
Boy, these guys just continue to struggle throwing the football. You know, whether it's been running the wrong route, the quarterback not being accurate, the offensive line not doing their job. It's been a collective effort, and it's a big reason why they're trailing now in this game.
Fourth down, looking to throw for it. Delivers quickly to the left side, and it's incomplete as the defense gets a big fourth down stop.
Boy, Chris, you just know down by a couple possessions late in this game, they had to be able to deliver here on this fourth down to give themselves a shot. By not getting the first down, this one feels like it's over.
They'll run it here. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Now it's 2nd down here. In the red area, it's ETN. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Third down play for this offense. And they pick up the first on the ground. He shreds the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he picks up first and goal yardage to the 9. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. The Huskers trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. The receiver makes the catch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
Boy, tight windows is always down here. They have trust in throwing it. You just have to be smart.
Offense facing 2nd and goal. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Touchdown, Cornhuskers, as they put 6 more on the board. Well, no surprise from offense this good. Short field, quick touchdown.
Yeah, you get into the red zone, though, there's a tendency to want to get conservative. I love that the offensive coordinator and the quarterback kept attacking until they came away with 7 points.
Extra point up and good. They build the lead to 18 here in the final quarter.
Army 10.
Return starts from inside the 5. Returner tackle right there. That's where they'll start the drive. And the Army offense comes back out onto the field. With time running out, serious urgency here. Can they score and score quickly? And looking to throw now on first down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack. And the Black Knights looking to run some tempo here.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. We've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense facing some serious urgency, trying to come up with a miracle late here. First down and 10 now. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. On first and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch is made down the middle. Take it down, but not before he makes the first down. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle by the tight end. They stop him after a big gain. Move the ball to the 26. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for the wideout. Catch made, looking for the goal line. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a first and goal. Back-to-back big plays. Defense is reeling. Set up first and goal now. Back to throw again. Makes the catch. Tackled at the 2 after the completion. The defense really up against it now. Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Pressure is coming. And he's got it. Touchdown, Black Knights.
Man, I love this. Chris, I don't think they're going to have a chance to come all the way back, but here we are, under 2 minutes to go, and they continue to show some fight. And you know what? Who knows? Maybe you cover an onside kick and you get right back in it.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Well, Chris, as you know, this is one of the toughest things to do in all of football, trying to recover the onside kick. But let's give credit to the hands team there for coming down with that ball for the return unit.
That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Well, it's been a great season. Big things still possible, Kirk, but for the first time, they run into a hurdle they can't clear. Now, how will they respond to this first loss?
And I think that's the big question. One loss isn't going to eliminate these guys from the playoff, but all they can do and focus on now is resetting, regrouping, and maybe use this loss as fuel down the stretch.
And that's going to wrap it up. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Alright, y'all, it's going to be break time for me. I'm going to get something to eat. I appreciate y'all stopping in, checking out the stream, and stop back in. And later on this evening, we'll be doing some more of the Nebraska rebuild over here. Looks like we got an Oregon team that is excellent. So that ought to be a tough matchup. Good thing we got them at home. And we will see what happens. We just had a hard-fought game against Army that was a really good game. I had one turnover in that one, just kind of slow on my read on it, but that's okay. It happens. Things happen. Can't be perfect every time. So anyway, I appreciate y'all stopping in and checking out the stream, and we will see y'all later on, probably in a few hours. So thanks for stopping in. Peace.